Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts, and he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's straight offside. Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. Here's a sharp little ball here. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Rijkaard. Galatasaray finding their passes. Zola. Olise. Back into the middle. Bastoni tries to clear.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This is...
Olise! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Barella. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free. And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Dink through. Good take. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Great chance! That's another chance! Goal! Galatasaray! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rijkaard. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Can he latch on to this? Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. He's in a great position here. Mbappe. Looking here to chip it through. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the step.
Sola! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And it's Messi, and the through ball. And he welcomes it in. Azar. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, they've got it again. Messi. Locatelli. And it's Azar. That has been cut short. Barella. Thuram. Best, very much a man of this moment. And Sola! Messi. Galatasaray looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! It's fallen kindly here. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Locatelli is there and he can pick it up. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's tried one! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Decent chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Borussia Dortmund are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Best. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Passing is crisp and sharp. Driving on and making good progress. Robertson did just about enough to come out on top there. And the shot! And the ball's coming. In he goes again. Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Seedorf. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Borussia Dortmund have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pullet receives it in a wide position. Now. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Sostituzione per il Borussia Dortmund. Numero 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
No, that's been intercepted.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Goulet is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's in space and looking for options. And Zola! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's aimed into the middle. Carvajal gets it away. That's a throw. Swung over. Now it's Goulet. Goulet going face-to-face with his great rival. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game. And he's running through.
Oh, great feat, that.
And a shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Cambio di giocatori.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He is starved of space and time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Barella! Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Zola plays it short. He's found a way past.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Arda Güler. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Modric. Another pass, and he shoots! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Now it's Martinez. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.